In this video, absolute carnage in this Beat the Meta video, and this goes awfully wrong as someone gets pit walled. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Beat the Meta video where we're in the Lexus RCF GT3 Prototype. Yes, so it's not the RCF, the official car, this is the prototype, the first one that was put into Gran Turismo. We're trail mounting here for Daily Race B, and if you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content. 4 laps here, very short race, and this race, or these races, are before the bug, and I didn't actually use the bug either. Jumped up ahead towards Bob here as we go through the left-hander then, gets a slight tap from behind from the AMG Mercedes, and goes for a little bit of a spin. Does Bob catch it? Yes, he does. Well played to Bob there. Still drifting, oversteering there. Unbelievable stuff from Bob. Well caught there. Jump a bit further on into lap 1 here. We're on board by 7 Roddy. I think that's the way to say it here. And unfortunately gets some oversteer and hit by the Audi R8. Goes round. That's another crash here already. This race has been chaos this week. Let's jump back on board myself then. Heading down towards the chicane here. There, 2-3 wide up ahead in towards the chicane. It's all getting very tight very quickly. We're into the back of the French driver. Then the other French driver into the back of me. Through the right-hander we go. We continue on out of here. And the Audi that hit the Ferrari earlier on into the wall. 2 other Audis going very slowly here. We're going to get another 2 positions up into P10. Absolute chaos here in this first race, but up into P10, I'll take that. And is that an old versus new Audi behind it? Seems so. Got a yellow flag up ahead. What's kicking off here then? Oh, hello. Up ahead, the Ferrari's gone deep and into... Oh, somebody else literally sat on the side of the road. Another 2 places. What is going on? You see me laughing my head off there. That was, yeah, kind of funny to be honest. We're back on board Toshi then, who did tap Bob earlier on in towards the chicane. They had no real place to go there as we continue on in towards this right then. Yeah, again, it's all a little bit clunky to be honest with you. Continue on out of here. Oh, they leaned on Milo there in my opinion, so that bit's their fault. The rest of it definitely wasn't. Now, what happened to Kieran then? Because Kieran was the one who was sat at the side of the road. Oh, the stability of the Audi R8 strikes again then. Strikes again, and a 3-second penalty to beat there just because you crashed. That was close with the Ferrari, wasn't it? They get 3 seconds as well. Right, okay, let's get back into the racing action then. The final lap here. Up ahead, we've got Galti, who's just been bullied out there by the best at 27. They're side by side, heading towards the chicane. I'm sort of hoping for it. Oh, Joshy's got a penalty as well. 2 penalties then. What can we do with this? As long as we're within 1 second of Toshi, we should get that place. Remember, it rounds up here with the penalties. In towards the right-hander we go. Oh, hey, hang on, mate. I'm still there. You know, you can't just bash me out the way. As we continue on then, the idea behind getting very close. Are we within 1 second of Toshi? That's the question. We head towards the line. It's going to be very close here. Where are we going to finish? P6, yes, it's Steve's favorite position there. P number 6 in the Lexus. Not a bad first race. Absolute chaos, though, in this first race. And basically, a sign of things to come, I would say. We're going to jump to the next race then, here in Beat the Meta, where I'm starting. I have no idea what, P9 now, I believe that is. And we've got a 151.4. Race number 2 here. And one thing I want to talk about with Beat the Meta, if you're unsure what it is, check out the description. All the details there about Beat the Meta. But essentially, we're trying to beat the strong cars with a non-strong car. And you voted for the Lexus here. Now, we're getting in towards this right-hander, the one with the invisible wall on the right-hand side. And we're very close to a whip up ahead in that Audi R8 as we continue on through here. So our first race always lasts the first. We jump behind then towards Toshi here as we go through this right-hander. You see me up ahead in that Lexus going through here. There's a slight tap on my rear quarter. Unsettled the car a little bit there. I'm trying to then catch the car. Unfortunately, I've got it into the barrier, so Toshi's going to go for that move. I wasn't too happy about that. Just the slightest of nudges. Unsettled the car. Forced more weight over that right rear tyre and caused the oversteer there, and I was trying to catch it ever since. Be back on board myself then. Toshi up ahead now as we go towards this hairpin then. Basically a banky boy of old here. The classic banky boy in towards the left-hander we go then. And continue on out. Toshi just clips the barrier then. And we are very close. Can we make a move here on Toshi? That is the question. As we go into the brake zone. Not quite here. As we slow it down then and continue on out of there. So all stable for now, all settled for now. Toshi broke away a little bit there in that AMG Mercedes. Definitely a stronger car than this old classic Proto. Oh, hello, that's a big wiggle and a half here. We've got an Audi R8 coming up behind me then. Lucky to go around the outside. I have to leave some room here, which I do then. In towards the right we go. Very tight line for me here, but we do get it settled. And the other Audi goes for me. I think that's an Audi behind. It looks like a Ferrari a little bit there. We jump up ahead to Bunga on the final lap. Bunga through the right-hander. They go. Do they catch it? They do indeed. Oh, the weight was still shifting. They touch the grass. They went for a little bit of a spin there, did Bunga. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. We jump further ahead into the final lap. We're back on board Toshi then. As Toshi comes through here, we got Basrani then towards that right-hander here. They're overlapped here. Oh, they got pit into the wall. I don't think that was Toshi's fault, in my opinion. Toshi did have a small overlap. Again, it's that ping thing. I reckon Basrani there thought they were ahead on their screen, and it may have looked like they were ahead, but they weren't. They weren't on the server, and I guarantee that's probably what happened there. So for us, we finished a P7. We dropped a place, even though we qualified. But again, absolute chaos in that race. Really was indeed. So what we're going to do is set a bit more of a qualifying time. Remember, this qualifying time is in the car. 51.0 was set then. I started in P6 behind Bob's your uncle. Let's not say who our aunt is then as we start race number 5. Now, the bug was in at this moment in race number 5. I wasn't using it. The bug is where you can apply a full setup to the car. But I'm not doing that. I'm literally just on ABS week for those wondering. So, through this first section we go. Not much happening there. Looks all stable for now. Got Gr.3 in the lead. We were racing Gr.3 earlier on. So, it gave me a little bit of hope here. But I didn't see a low 50 in the qualifying time, if I'm honest. I really didn't. As you see up ahead, they've got a little bit deep there, the German and Bob's your uncle. As we continue on out of there, I had to go a bit tighter. Make sure I avoided Bob's your uncle. As we go towards this, a very complex corner, I would say. It's very easy to hit that curb on the left-hand side. See it many times here as we continue on through a little bit of oversteer. That is the problem with this combo, to be honest with you. It's very MR-based, and even the MR cars oversteer. So imagine the FR cars like this prototype. It gets very oversteery. I did learn the car. I managed to judge gears correctly and understand where I can push the car, where I can't push the car, where I've got a short shift, etc. And you know what? It felt like an alright car to drive. It's just slow. It's slow because it's an old car, and it is a little bit frustrating in that regard. So, we now look towards turn number 1 here. In we go. The Alpha did have a look in towards the chicane. Didn't quite work out for full turtle there. As we go in towards the left-hander. What's happening in the distance? Well, Bob's your uncle goes off the circuit into the tunnel there, and we gain a place there. Bob's your uncle with a mistake. There's an FR car up ahead in that Nissan GTR Nismo GT3, and we look to try and catch up to them. Ace had an issue there in the Porsche as well, so maybe a podium on the cards in this race as we continue on out there. We actually get a really good run out of that corner. It didn't oversteer at all. We managed to settle the car nicely. Brilliant run on the GTR here then. We need to have a look at exactly what's going to happen here. So let's jump to some chase cam for this one. I'll move myself towards that right-hand side. Now, if I'm on the outside, I would normally give this up. I decided not to, and the German gave it up there, which is a surprise. I mean, fair play to you. You did not have to do that. You had the inside line. Definitely had the opportunity there to try and maintain that position, but fair play to you. We take that. We advanced towards the end then. We did catch up to Ace a little bit. Ace made a couple of mistakes, but we didn't quite get onto the podium. P4 now, our best position. Remember, we're trying to win in this car. We don't always win in Beat the Meta. And let's see what our final race sets us then, and what number race it actually was. So here we go. It is, what race is this? Race number 7. We're starting in P2. We did improve our time a little bit, but we got one of the fastest in the world at this moment in time on trial mounting Gr.3. It's Lewis up ahead in the Porsche. I nearly left this race straight off the bat, but I thought, you know what? Let's see. Lewis could make a mistake here. If you are enjoying this video, you're just in the graphic, do make sure you like it and subscribe. We're on our journey to 50,000 subscribers, and I appreciate all the support. So, as always with Beat the Meta, the rule is that it has to be A+ drivers. There are a few in this. Of course, Lewis is an A+ per head. Lewis suddenly goes over towards that left-hand side. No idea what was going on. Remember, you can't just give me a win here if you do. We'll find out what happened to Lewis a little bit later on, but Lewis has gone really far down the grid, so it wasn't just me. Lewis definitely had an issue there, down to P4. And now we're racing the Renault RS01 behind. In fact, what we will do, we'll jump on board that Renault. Here we go. The Renault's catching me up in the slipstream. It goes towards the right-hand side then. I'm on the left. They've got the overrun here as we head towards the classic Banky Boy. In we go. I've got the inside line. I managed to get the break in. Spot on. What a defensive move by me. I take those. I take them as we jump back on board me then, heading up the hill here and in towards this braking zone. Can the Renault make any moves here? We slow the car down. We go a little bit tight there as we continue out here. That Renault gains an advantage then, heading down towards this left-hander. And in we go then, slowing the car down nicely, defending that line. Brilliant race so far from the Renault. Very fair driving so far from the Renault. I go defensive here in towards the chicane. They go towards that racing line. In we go. They're going to try on the outside. No, they're looking to try and get a really nice line, but I overslow the corner there to really get the nice line on the exit. There we go. We nail it. Nearly into the barrier, though, as we continue on towards the final lap. In fact, what we will do is advance towards the final lap because we've broken away massively here. It's going to be a win. It beat the meta. Happy days indeed. There's A+ drivers in there. Lewis didn't even get to P2 in the end. Well played to Ken Patchy for that brilliant racing. Really was good fun indeed. We've beat the meta in the Lexus. I thought this would be impossible. Halfway through, and there we have the reason why Lewis had to pull over. His dad came into the room. It was actually quite late when I did this race. Hello to Banzai as well. You did say hello. I actually just waved in real life when I did that as well. But yes, hello to you. Now, we've just done Beat the Meta. We are getting very close to the end in Group 3 Beat the Meta. It does mean Group 4 is about to start. So if you have a Group 4 vote, let me know in the comments. If you want one of the Group 3 votes still to apply, let me know in the comments and you'll see them later on. Remember, when we've already got first, we don't have to do it again. The number in the brackets, for those wondering, is, of course, the votes that it happened at the time. And if there's been any additional votes, I still add that up. See the new car there, down in P20. We did Beat the Meta in that Lexus RCF GT3. And that is available in the playlist, of course. So again, we've done 20 cars at least there in first place for Beat the Meta, which is kind of awesome, to be honest. This adventure, this journey's been going on for so long. We've actually got 30 cars. You can see P21 now, Lexus RCF GT3 Prototype. Done and dusted. Stamp in the handbook there. 30 cars done in Beat the Meta. Let's see if we've got any more on the next page, of course. I can't believe how far we've come in this journey. All the races we've done in all these different cars, we've really learned them. And of course, we are going to have a car profile in this Lexus. So we've done 34 cars now in Group 3 and Beat the Meta. We tried to in these other cars here down in second. So we need to redo these, probably on a live stream for some of these, of course, as we've already done a specified video, but we will see, and you can see them right there. Ford GTLM race car, we've got the Nissan GTR GT500 car, the Subaru WRX, the Suzuki Vision Gran Turismo car. That's when I used to limit it to 5. As we go to the Peugeot Vision Gran Turismo car, that's going to be a hard one. This silhouette, going to be so hard. Why didn't I do the silhouette here? I tried it on one race, it was atrocious. I did try the Atenza actually on this one. The Atenza is going to be a very hard one to do. Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 potentially next up. One of these cars down at the bottom, I have already tried to Beat the Meta 4. You will see that video when I'm on holiday. But folks, that is going to be it here for this video. A car profile to come, of course, for this Lexus RCF GT3, and a car profile update to come as well with regards to the recent updates, which I will explain in that video. That's going to be it for me, though. 2 videos there to check out, of course, including the last time I did Beat the Meta. My logo's there to subscribe. GT Amiga, do help me out. Please use my code if you are buying from them. The Fanatec link in the description helps me out as well with a kickback for me. A big thank you, a massive thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video live stream again very soon.